Hello everyone, welcome back to the RobeTheMatoran channel, or welcome to if you're new to the channel. And today, we're finally starting 2007 of Bionicle, and starting off with pretty small builds. We're just starting off with the two Matorans of Marinui, and that is set number 8929 Defilak and 8930 Dakar, which both piece count was 37, and they both retailed for $4.99. Everyone picked these up used. They're just a mere like $11-12, and if you want to get these brand new sealed, they're anywhere from $20 to like $40. So really easy sets to get. So Dakar was a Matoran of Marinui and an aqua hunter whose job was to bring food and keep predators away. Dakar once lived on an unnamed island until one day he was sent to Karzani, and Karzani failed to repair him properly, so he gave him two blades and sent him to the southern continent during the Great Cataclysm, and he settled on a small little village that eventually sunk down into the ocean and became Marinui. And as for Defilak, he was a Matoran, an inventor, and a scholar. He was the leader of the Marinui Council, actually. He built a submarine to find the missing Matoran, but to find out their ship was destroyed and taken captive by the Baraki. He would eventually meet the Toramari and didn't trust them at first and led a huge attack against them. Talk about trust issues. He would eventually warm up to them and dub the name Toramari to them. Now, with that out of the way, let's deep dive into the main review. And their builds are pretty darn simple. They're anything special. They're new builds, however. They're pretty decent. I do like them because they actually have relative form of articulation, actually. So they can articulate their arms and legs and feet, of course. And it's a really nice build, and I think they look good for the most part. Now, the only thing I don't like is their, well, backs, because it's very gappy and hollow and it looks kind of like unfinished in the back. But it's nice to see that they continue the trend of no eye stock pieces. Like in 2006 they had the Matorans with no brain stock at all, so they look a little lifeless, if you know what I mean. The rest of it looks really good, honestly, and you know, a lot of these are just reused parts except for the two blades, because these will be used many times after this. But for right now, this is the first time in me reviewing these weapons here, so they're pretty cool. I do like them. I mean, it's a good weapon, but we've seen them a lot after this, and it's like kind of crazy. But it's you know, it's okay. It's whatever. So that's really good, and I do like the reuse of the masks they have, because obviously the feel like here has the Kowalsi, I believe it's the name, and it's in Metro Green, and all these Metro Green recolors are really nice to have anyway, and I just think that it looks really good. And of course their little function, they don't really have a function, they have the Zemor sphere. They still carrying that, so kind of doesn't even feel like it's the new wave yet, because you have the Zemor sphere. You know, they're supposed to be called the air launchers, quote unquote, but they're Zemor sphere. They work exactly how they work in the previous year of 2006, so nothing special with that. And here we have Dakar, or however you say his name, but nothing, obviously, like I just said, nothing special. They're identical, they're clone sets, they just have a different color scheme, which I do like the keyed orange in this one for Dakar, and I love the recolored key reel for him and keyed orange as well. That's like, it's so good to see that. It's, you know, it's crazy how we finally got recolors of those masks, because I know for a while they kept using just the, I keep forgetting the mask name, but it was the one that Umbra has, the one that Winnow has, the one that the Matoran of 2006 had. I forgot his name, but it's that same mask, and they kept reusing it, and it's like, there are the masks to use to recolor. But this is a nice change of pace, you know, the change, just like a mask that they used not too long ago and just recolored it, and it almost looks, I know it's the same mask, but it looks almost different. But I'm only getting the detail with the mask because there's not much else to talk about, because he has the exact same build as Defilak. So, you know, same points of articulation, same exact arms, same exact legs, same exact feet. You know, it's just, you know, all these pieces. I don't even think some of them not even recolored. I think the only thing that's really recolored is, like, I think the limbs, the mask, and the arm for the feline, because I don't think we got that in. No, that's a lie. Yes, we did. So I think the limbs and the mask is the only thing that's recolored here. That's actually like new to the set, I believe, and that's honestly about it. So not too much to say about these guys. Final thoughts. We have arrived already to the final thoughts. This video was very, very quick, and I'm not too opposed to that. So, okay, final thoughts. What I think about these guys, I think they're pretty good. Honestly, they offer a lot more than any other Matoran has ever have in the past like few years of Bionicle. Honestly, I think the only ones I like more than these are the Matorans. Other than that, these guys are good. Honestly, I wish they had a full 6 of them. There's only technically 4. There's 2 more, but that's in another set. We'll talk about it when we get to it. But so for these guys, I mean, the score I'll give them, it would be probably a 7.5. Like it's good, it's decent, and I know that's actually a pretty high score, honestly. So I recommend them to really anybody, because honestly, you get at the very least you're getting 2 great masks if you buy them both. And I would say, why not buy them brand new, because then you can get the mask and they won't be like chipping away on the sides, because that's the only kind of issue I had, was their mask kind of like especially on the quality, like you could see it kind of like almost like the plastic is kind of like starting to shed off a bit. It's kind of weird, but other than that, I think these are really fine sets. I forgot to mention that, yeah, the Zamo spheres, the con with those, they fall out. They have the same problem like the Paraka did. So, just to say that. Just say I pointed it out. I didn't just ignore it. But yeah, it's the same con as that. That's why I didn't mention it before. But good set, 7.5. That's my review. Tell me yours down in the comments, and I will bid you all adieu.